Okay, quiet on the set. Cameras are rolling.
Rolling. Rolling.
Action. That is curious. What else do you
Well, a lot of it started with an idea that Brent had about the guy that had a grocery store and killed a guy, put him through the meat grinder, didn't know what to do with him after that, and fed him to the town, and the town got addicted to eating the meat. And so he had to keep going and killing people, and I kind of stole that idea. And because that's what good directors do, is just steal ideas. And I just kind of tweaked it a little bit.
Okay, so we're here with Hank Fiorini, who plays Sheriff Calhoun in Black. Hank, can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Well, the sheriff is a redneck, kind of narrow-minded, kind of crude. Basically like me. We got a fine ethnic community here.
Fine ethnic.
Northern Europeans, Southern Europeans, Eastern Europeans, and Western Europeans. And 2 Jews.
Oh, well, God, what a fun role. Widow Presley. She's, you know, Elvis Presley, channeling Elvis Presley, so she was just a hoot, and, how about a little pokey poke, handsome? I like to keep working, so any good character role I can get my hands on is a good thing. How about a Long Island iced tea? Shit. Everybody was great. I loved working on this film, and I love you all. Mwah!
Bellman is an FBI agent. He is like myself in the fact that he knows his job, he can do it very well, and he can get it done, and he takes it very seriously. However...
Thank you very much.
Okay, cut. Let's go from, no.
He does have some quirkiness to him, which adds to some comedic effects, which I like a lot.
Mark, can you just tell us a little bit about your character, Margile?
Oh, he's a very sick person. I didn't really want to play him originally, but Matt wrote him for me. I don't know. That makes me wonder, you know, what he sees in me.
What's so weird about your character? What's his motivation?
Well, he kills people and makes sandwiches out of them. That's not exactly normal, you know. Other than that, oh, he's just a regular guy.
So we're here with that internet guy, Brent Simon, who is playing many parts behind the camera, from cameraman to editor to
production assistant to graphic design, probably other stuff too. It's gonna take a little nap. Wake me up when I'm ready. I'll be right here.
How did you become involved in this project?
Well, I've known the director, the acclaimed writer and director Jorge Delarosas, for several years. We went to high school together. We worked on a few short films in the past, notably The Mysterious Disappearance of Teddy Brzezinski. I think about 500 people have seen that on YouTube, so that's good. And he approached me about doing another one that was sort of not so much a spin-off, but you know, kind of in that same vein that would be interrelated with it. And, you know, I didn't have much going on, so why not? Sure. So, you know, he put a script together, we started going over it, and it's just developed over time. And it's come along. We're almost done shooting here. The fine documentary footage you're watching now. It's going to be a pretty cool project. I haven't worked on anything this intense before.
These leaves were once black, black as the movie's title.
Matt, or Jorge, calls me the assistant director, which basically just means just making sure that the actors, you know, the lines are sounding okay, the scene work is going nicely. Also make sure that some of the actors are comfortable when they need to be. Make sure that there's plenty of tuna and raisins around. And peanuts, of course, because actors live off of that, apparently.
With Black I did some set design, I did some camera work, I did some lighting. It was pretty much just Johnny on the spot all over the place.
You are sort of taking over the next film in the series called Green. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, Green, without blowing any storyline, it's going to be a real trippy piece about organic cults and spinal extractions.
Sounds great.
It's a love story.
And you pretty much gathered most of the entire crew, besides people that, you know, actually you had worked with before, from Craigslist.
From Craigslist.
How was that? How did
amazing.
that work?
That paid off like. So yeah, Sierra and Eric are kind of fresh to the whole video, your movie thing. I like that whole, you know, taking people off the street and just throwing them in the mix, and then the guy that's hungrier for it will do better.
Well, my name is Don King, and I'm involved in this film doing a few different things: special effects, documentarian.
Yeah, so in a way, I mean, you're more than effects. You made some of the props.
Kind of built from scratch the shackle that's around Boo's ankle that he breaks free. Couldn't really find a shackle, even this being Halloween time. Couldn't even find a rubber fake shackle around. So I just decided to make it out of steel. Just bent it and formed it and painted it to try to look like an old rusty, you know, chain and shackle. But it was all fun. I mean, that's the stuff that I love to do.
Glue it to the handle here.
Yeah,
so
it's
and then
really
just hold
good.
that on the corner of your eye. So he's like, and his eyes like.
How about we're talking about the heads, you know, and technical difficulties. You want to go into detail about?
Yeah, actually, well, it began with casting both Mark and Hank's face, and we did that using a silicone rubber, basically. The final product was going to be cast in a latex material that's very skin-like, and I couldn't cast that directly into the silicone, and so I had to have several steps of plaster casts and molds made in between that, which really took up most of my time. But Hank and Mark were sports. Again, that was I had the easy part. They had the hard part, and getting your face covered in this gooey material with just straws sticking out of your nose to breathe for half an hour while everything's set up is no fun. So I applaud them for helping out and being good sports.